I suppose that among other things, we're all fighting this war so that what we know as home will stay as we've known it, whether we come back to enjoy it or not. What a difference your letters make. I realize that the war is a war, the Bosch and their miserable weather are unimportant side issues. The thing that counts is you. One of these days I shall be able to tell you how much you mean to me and how much you've changed my life and my way of thinking. You've given me a purpose in life, something definite to work for. No longer am I one of the many who go about in a daze and to whom everything seems useless and without end. I've got something now that no matter what happens will always be with me. No tough knock, whether it be physical, mental, or spiritual, will ever change me now, because I have a faith in the future and a faith in you that will outlast everything. Everything depends on two big ifs. If you agree, and if I come out of this show alive, no matter what happens, darling, I think you are a grand person and I am very much in love with you. Whichever way you and fate dictate, as the course I shall follow, will be accepted as my just due. I have memories of you and of our willow tree that I cherish beyond all else. I love you, Jackie, more than I can say. Will you marry me? When I think that even now I could be calling upon you, taking you to a dance, going to a show, or doing those things normal people could be doing, I feel personally one of the greatest horrors of war, the separation of men from those they love. However, I suppose if it wasn't for the fact that I'm in the service, it might have taken me longer to realize just how lucky I am. I hope for the best, darling, no matter which way things turn out. Every day that passes brings me closer to home. I pray that I may be fortunate to last out till the end. So many men have gone these last few days that I wonder if it is all worthwhile. It must be. If I can see you again, then any amount of suffering or sacrifice will not matter. In the years to come, we shall forget the war and settle down to be two very happy people. When there were a few moments we spent under the old willow that night before I left, little did I know then that the impressions I got in that short time would remain so firmly implanted in my memory. Even now, all I have to do is close my eyes and I can see you as you were then. Breathlessly lovely, with the wind blowing in your hair and the stars shining in your eyes. I got up enough nerve to kiss you, and I had to pinch myself to come down out of the haze back to earth. It actually happened, and I wasn't just dreaming. Now, because there is 6,000 miles between us, I shall have to be content with just dreaming and hoping that someday we'll live it all over again. My hopes and prayers and everything I'm fighting for can be summed up in one word: you. There were 4 times when miracles saved me. I don't know about that. I don't know what they were. By all the rules, I should not have pulled through, but I did. You were responsible for that, I'm convinced of it. All line soldiers have someone watching over them so we can believe. In any case, it was you. I'm worried about those varsity wolves. I'm not really worried, but I'm envious as the devil. I envy them because they can see you and talk to you and I can't. I envy them because they stayed at home and I marched around all over Europe, and when I was ducking shells, they were ducking lectures. When I was eating bully beef and drinking cold tea, they had steaks and milkshakes. However, I've got something they'll never have. I've got you. I'm coming home. The thought of that is enough to keep my morale in the skies for months. I have no worries about the future. The future is us, Jackie, and we can't miss. I will never forget these years we've been apart. They've been tough at times, but the hardest part was being away from you. And yet these years have given me something I might never have found otherwise. They've given me faith and shown me a way of life. They've changed my ambitions and crystallized my hopes. I go to bed thinking about home and wake up in the morning dreaming about it. It certainly is a wonderful feeling to know I'm on my way at last. The moment I see you, I know I'll forget everything about these last years. I've almost forgotten them now. No one talks about the past anymore. In the mess, the opening words of a conversation used to be, remember. Now it's always, what will we do when? My biggest problem is what will I do when I get back? There are a great deal of paths to choose. My only problem is which one to start walking down. There's only one thing I'm certain of. No matter which way we go, we'll go together. Then, win or lose, we'll have a lot of fun and happiness. I'm looking forward to our next 2 years together. They're the years we've been building up and probably will be the best years of our lives. I can't wait to get started.